You want to play with the best. You don't want to play with the Big Ten. You ignore those calls. Diego Pavia, the quarterback at Vanderbilt, the reactions, 90% of the reactions to this is obviously very negative about what he's saying, playing for Vanderbilt. One of them was, for example, this is so typical of, and they had a really nice year last year, is a mid to lower level team in the SEC riding the coattails of what Georgia and Alabama and others have done. When he was at New Mexico State, they were hammered by Big Ten teams. But he said that. It's a quote. It's on that show with Will Compton and Tyler Lewin.
Busting with the boys.
Yeah.
He also said that he turned down $4 million from another SEC team to come and play there, which, hey, good for you, Diego, if you're happy at Vanderbilt. But this is one of the things about the internet, and, of course, we love it because we're on it. But we live in an age now where the quarterback at Vanderbilt who just went 7-6 can talk shit.
Yeah, and lost to Georgia State, but did beat Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, so
but dude, he's the type of guy, doesn't matter where, he's just a shit talker. Like, that's exactly what he is. Like,
hell of a player.
It's not exclusive to him being in the SEC. It's just giving him more reason to actually matter in people's minds, because nobody was talking about Diego Pavia other than sickos and people like myself who were watching him at his previous stop and thought, damn, he's a pretty good quarterback. He's, playing in a game that's kind of irrelevant on a team that's not really relevant, but he seems like he's pretty good. And so when he got picked up by Vanderbilt, I thought, damn, that's actually a pretty nice pickup. And then obviously he paid off, but yeah, he runs his mouth and he backs it up a lot of the time. I think it's a guy who's been in the SEC for a year, who's drank the Kool-Aid clearly, but he's also, played a lot of teams that were a huge step up in competition. Now I'd say, well, then you were obviously very underrated considering you just walked in there as tough as it was, and you just led Vanderbilt to like their most successful season in a while. So I guess you're just God's gift to football, given how tough you're positioning this as. But I mean, it's no different than Gloria Nevarez going to bat for her conference and saying something that everybody clearly sees through and understands what it is. A little bit of propaganda. He's also, just riffing on a podcast. So I don't knock him for what he's saying. I think that, it's when he went a step further and more of what he said, because he said far more than that.
Yep.
He said, you got to think about this too. The SEC is like nothing else. The Big Ten, you have Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, Penn State. The SEC, you have all dogs. Now, let's definitely make fun of that, because your team has never been a dog. Last year, they finally got some bark, and maybe at times in years past, they've had a little bit of a bark here and there, but dog, absolutely not in the history of me watching college football would I consider Vanderbilt a dog. I'm sorry. It's not even against y'all. This is Pavia.